It first aired on September 9th, 1968. The local television station was surprised to find that one day, instead of the normal infomercial block, the first episode of In the Abyss of Love aired. It was such a success that the station didn't try to stop the signal that was broadcasting the show. Every Monday, at the same time, the show cut into whatever had been previously planned, so the station just left the time open. Soon, everyone in FELLS GLEN was watching it. The show aired until the summer of 2014, when the station blocked the signal after the last episode brought calls from concerned parents. The last episode consisted of a young girl having a tea party with some stuffed animals. The girl was sitting back in her chair and staring at the camera, her head tilted at an unnatural angle. Her mouth was slack-jawed, and her arm hung down at her side, holding a small teacup. The only sound in the entire episode was of a man crying with increasing intensity. Everyone thought it was a static image until the small teacup slipped out of the girl's hand and shattered on the floor in the last minute of the episode. In the Abyss of Love was a phenomenal show. It touched on some tough subjects in interesting ways and even had accurate representation of the technology of today back when it first aired. However, the world beyond FELLS GLEN had no idea it existed because it only aired there, and copies quickly became corrupt as soon as they left the town. Before the explosion, there was no way to see the show outside of FELLS GLEN. Before the explosion, there was a FELLS GLEN. In the fall of 2014, a massive explosion tore through FELLS GLEN, leveling half of it and cutting the population from 3,200 to 10. At the time, I was out of town for business, but my entire house was destroyed, along with my extensive collection of In the Abyss of Love episodes. I was devastated, and as soon as I got settled in a new town, I went back to FELLS GLEN to see if I could find any surviving episodes. I found one, the first episode. I remember standing at the edge of the crater that was once my hometown, staring at the ruined buildings and feeling a chill run down my spine. I've never believed in ghosts, a surprise since I grew up in a town whose laws were based on superstitious mumbo-jumbo. However, I could swear, as I stood looking over the deteriorated landscape, that running, jumping, and playing through the ruined buildings and half-standing pillars were the shadows of little children, each one holding a cat-shaped balloon, except one. One of them was rabbit-shaped.